Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in week 3. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Plummer and Jesse Palmer, I am Chris Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in.
Turning it on! Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass, it's Woodson. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Hands it off. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gives it on the option. And he's stopped right there. No gain on the play.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So Texas's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, is licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning on play action. Makes a catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The run inside. It Smothers. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Found the spot in the defense. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Longhorn! Going into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all of these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a gap. It's Bryant. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Now improvising. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Uncorks it with the catch. It's Bryant. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Cut. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
Touchdown, midshipmen! Solid pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Makes a pass to Martin. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
On to attempt to try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. To throw, it's Woodson. Finds his man, it's Smith.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first.
Could be an alley. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Smith picked off, and he's got open room. The 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. You did right there with that pick 6.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. The give on the counter. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just feeds the running back. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Bringing the heat. Zings it complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. Here's a little
room there. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking to pass. It's Woodson. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Running inside. It's Bryant. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? To get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Off play action. Looking for an open area to his left. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to run, it's Bryant. Might have a chance. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his big tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And the defense bows up on a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On the left side, here's Coleman.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
On first down from their own 22. Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a miss.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Arch Madness. Right on the money. Snaps it and he's open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. And beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. This quarterback part of their running game. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing first and goal. Fires into the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hutchison. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Makes the grab in their space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Navy quick to the line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To the air, it's Woodson. Fires to the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Woodson. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the number 12 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Tigers able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Pulls it, fired complete. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. Touchdown Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the returner is stopped. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground with the counter. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that 6th sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Stepping to the right. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Red 54! Red 54!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Robinson again. Picked picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. It's a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll give it to Robinson. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. 3rd and 4. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of.
And he breaks the plane. Touchdown, Navy!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Move. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Swings it out to the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Peels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. it'll be a long film study for him. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Hand off Robinson running left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Texas. He got a snap and just dusted the field. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's Robinson one more time. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Here's a gift to Robinson.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. Past the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football team to try to improve on and get this thing going.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.